Wait, what are people worried about? Like, why are the suffrage movement? Screw that shit. There's not gonna be any suffrage in this country. What the hell? Well, the only thing there will be is suffering. Now we can acquire state. Okay, war is ready. Are you ready for war?
War is ready, yeah, sure.
Okay, so we
Why
need to
the
pick
hell not?
our state with, you know, surgeon's precision. So Heilong Yang is an idea. Should we take it? It's that little thing that sticks into our country. It would probably
Sure.
make a nicer border.
Sure.
Heilong Yang. Now you need to
Heilong
find it on
Yang.
the freaking list. Heilong. There we are. Heilong Yang. There
It's
we
a
go.
very big area.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty big. So now we see what they do, and hopefully they attack into us, and we get the defensive battles.
Attack into us, yes.
Attack into us, my friends.
By the way, I really could use... Hang on, in Sphere, the Workers' Commonwealth. What is that?
It's UK. They became communist.
Oh. I see.
You're interested suddenly in what happens in
Yeah.
the UK.
Interesting. Workers' Commonwealth. Because I was I really want to like swallow Persia at some point too, because of map.
I don't think we
reasons.
will be able to manage that in
Maybe
the time
not,
frame
maybe not.
that we're working
But
with.
maybe we will get another couple of years.
Maybe.
Oh, they are attacking. Yes. Oh, we are
Wait,
actually.
how did they get? How did we not lose? Why are all our armies kind of walking? What the hell? Okay, well, our armies, due to hunting rebels, are going a bit crazy and letting them. Oh God, we're losing over here. How did this
Yeah,
happen?
we are happy. You know, we are losing everywhere.
But why is this army?
I'm turning off, like, hunt rebels
That sounds like a good idea.
because this was not authorized.
No, some of these armies are just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And some of these armies can kind of move forward, I suppose.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so you're taking care of the west because the east is looking terrible.
Well, you can handle these because it's going terrible.
Thanks. Yeah.
But I will give you, like, 3 more armies to work with. I'm sending them right now. That was a horrible battle in Jinzhou.
It sure was, Tim. Oh no, Kingdom of Joseon. Why did I pronounce that like a French? Oh well.
Joseon.
Joseon.
I think maybe we took a bit more to bite than we could swallow.
Or chew.
Or swallow.
You're all about the swallowing.
Yeah. I can't disagree on that part. You're right, Tim. You're right. Wait, one army can stand over here in Akiyama.
Don't chase rebels,
Yao.
you morons. Okay, so you're sending those over.
That's life advice.
Oh, we're losing 2 armies against the Chinese in the east.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we should go for defensive battles, I suppose.
Yeah, but we kind of have, or so. There haven't been many offensive battles at all.
Some of them have been. We are... I mean, these are military drawbacks. I mean failures. Mistake, losses, whatever.
Oh, even our little Japanese island, Sakhalin.
The Sakhalin, yeah. Oh God, they broke through in the east.
Yeah, the east
They broke
is
through terrible,
screwed.
terribly.
Should we
Okay, well-
mobilize?
Well, I've been sending more troops to kind of shore up
Compensate.
the defenses over there. So maybe we
Okay.
should wait with the mobilization. Perhaps we shouldn't. Let's go with shouldn't. That seems more fun. So, knowing that, we will mobilize. Which means that we kind of need to get everyone over here. To the east versus China. We're fighting the most populous nation in the world. We need to win. Or the Soviet Union is screwed. No one will believe the Soviet Union anymore. The power of it. Okay, this is going to be a very important battle in the Makai. Which
Yeah,
means
I can tell that.
More soldiers will be
I
sent
sent
there.
from Kumul in the north there. Ah, good. Finally a victory in the east. I haven't had those in a while.
Well, so you take care of the east and I take care of the west.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been trying to do, but it's
All right.
it's a bit more complicated.
It is. It is. I'm just trying to make sure that we're on the same page.
In fact, it's ridiculously difficult. I mean, they have most of their effort over here, whereas we have the complete opposite. Oh, peace offer. Oh, they are already caving in, despite them having a great offensive.
Well, they have a great offensive, but the question is, can they maintain this offensive? Should they send some more troops to Lopnor? It makes me think of the Mummy for some reason.
Movie with what's he called? Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
It's a bit obscure.
Why? It's a good movie.
Good movie.
It's a groovy movie. What?
Groovy movie. Dude.
What do you want from me?
We're
we're going to lose this battle. We lost 2 armies.
Yeah, we're getting eaten up like nobody's business in the north.
Well, you know, there were going to be losses in this war. We knew it. They knew it. Well, they didn't really have much of a choice in the matter, so they may or may not have known it.
Jesus, they have a lot of armies.
They do. But now we're breaking through here in the west.
Good. Now we're getting the Battle of Mackay 1.
Yeah, because we are in no, that was a bad offensive move. Why did I do that? Because, okay, they're taking a lot of Siberia, but what the hell is Siberia towards breaking into China?
China itself, and shake the very foundations of the earth.
Of the China.
The China. Okay.
For some reason,
actually...
vases and stuff like that, vases, came up in my head. China.
Ah, that kind of China.
See?
Oh.
It's a bit like Kashmir. If someone says China, do you think of the country
porcelain.
or of the porcelain?
I have to say, I think of the country. I wonder what, like, because in America, China is so like, no, but surely they think of the country, right?
Maybe, I don't know. Are we going for the whole stereotype of Americans are stupid? Or
no, we're going for the whole stereotype of Americans like China, as in the China where.
Yeah, well, I mean, but if they would go for China where, would you call them stupid or ignorant?
I'd call that, I don't know, it's neither.
Or both.
Both at the same time. I mean, the only relief I will have is when you've broken through enough in the west to get to the east. Because right now, nothing is standing in the way.
It's a shame that there's no supply lines and stuff like that in this game.
Yeah, I have to say that now, having played like Hearts of Iron and stuff, this is feeling a little bit underwhelming somehow.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do in this game as well. It's just that if they had added supply lines, that would make like a perfect game. It's like March of the Eagles have supply lines as well. So we should, now when you played Hearts of Iron, we should play March of the Eagles at least once.
Sure. Or what do you think, viewer?
Wait, is this a concern of theirs?
Well, surely, you know, we play it in front of other people, so, you know, if they have feedback to give.
No. I learned the lesson of playing new games with you and trying to teach you while on camera. So I would have to teach you in on privacy, so you can rage at the game.
All right.
And then when you finally
do you fear
realize
another
that the game,
Ethiopia otherwise?
I fear another Ethiopia. I fear another basically every time.
How can they even gain strength from me attacking them?
Well,
feels like
maybe they sent in more troops there.
Yeah, I mean, they have 100,000 men in Beijing, which is not surprising, but still.
No, not really.
Just losses everywhere.
Yep, and we have lost a ton of armies. There were lost another army.
Reserves?
Well, there's a lot of armies saved up now in Tomsk. No, in Urali.
Good. I like that we have our sort of Leningrad army, the 5th army, that's sort of our elite army that's never used.
Yeah, that's the Revolutionary Guard.
Yes.
But my offensive has lost steam immensely. So I just wanna
But
let you know
the Battle
that
of Mackay was won. 43.9 score.
that's pretty good. Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever. This is not good though. We kind of need to... Ah, I need more soldiers. Send me more soldiers, man. Send me more soldiers. In Mackay, we got that done, so I'm just trying to make sure that our back is clear, or at least my back is clear, so I can move forward with the soldiers.
My back?
Well, I would consider the Eastern campaign to already be a complete failure, and that you will be executed come morning for failure to save the motherland. This is what would happen in real life if you were a general, by the way. I just want to point out.
That's true.
That you could not really say that, oh, well, there are too many. Stalin does not give a shit. You're supposed to be victorious regardless.
Numbers do not matter, attitude does.
Exactly. That's quote-unquote from Stalin himself.
I think he had some... You know, usually Stalin's quotes are more sort of cold and intellectual, but...
well, he could have said that. What the hell?
He could have.
What do you expect from me?
I expect greater things of him than the stuff I can come up with, which is weird. Almost flattering.
So you would say that he's smarter than you?
He's a genius. Stalin's a genius. Is
well,
a genius as well.
One thing that is not a genius is the campaign currently being waged in the West, whatever they call it.
Is it?
No, it's not going too brilliantly.
Okay, yeah, it's a very strange front. Minor setback. Sabotage.
Come on, pause, split army. Are you utilizing the reserves that are building up in...
I'm trying to swipe a little bit, you know, as much as I can. I'm taking the 14th and the 37th army that you just commanded.
Yeah, I just kind of split them into more manageable sizes. But here another army is being lost. They have nowhere to flee, but I will try to flee with them regardless. Because I built this with blood, sweat, and sometimes even tears. Not on camera though, it's just afterwards when I kind of just go and cry.
Okay, Soviet, we had some kind of conference with the workers, whatever, Britain.
Workers Britain, yeah.
Workers Commonwealth. And it was a success apparently. No idea what was discussed.
The Workers Britain, yeah.
Maybe how we both like tea.
Oh, how we both like communism.
Ah,
I mean,
that
have you heard
be
of this communism thing? It is pretty great.
It's pretty popular right now.
It's
pretty trendy.
Maybe we should adopt it. Oh wait, we already had.
Yeah, we are the pioneers.
That kind of stuff, I imagine. Okay, send more people. Yes, send more people down to this front. I don't know where they're getting all the soldiers from because they have so many men up there in the Siberia that's punching through
Siberia,
everywhere.
yeah.
And yet, over here they have a lot. But I mean, we've forgotten about one thing. It's May the 30th, and the world ends in half a year. So we won't be able to continue or finish this war within the time frame given. I mean, I don't think they would be. They would actually accept.
Would they still? Offer.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be up for that. Should we go for that and then Persia or something?
But I don't think we will manage Persia in half a year, especially since we don't have the war goal for it. So we would continue. I think we should continue this war until it's like November and then finish.
Okay, try to get what we can, which is pretty much the point of any war.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I should send some protection soldiers over there. Seems like a good thing.
Protection soldiers. That's kind of like included in the sort of title of soldiers, but hey.
Not always.
I should send some fighting soldiers over there.
Protection soldiers for our soldiers, yeah. Oh god. Holy shit! Do you see how many men are now in Ulala?
Ulala is where?
Or yeah, it's Ulala. It's like in the northernmost border of China.
Yeah, like
657,000 men are just standing there doing nothing but dying because they don't get enough
Because there are
there's
so many. It's like a bunch of ants. What's it called? Not a bunch of ants, but a pile of ants? No?
Sure.
Never mind.
I guess. I don't even know what
Oh,
you're
getting
hinting at.
surrounded. We're losing rapidly in the Far East, which is not surprising given that we're...
Given that you were the one leading the war. Yeah.
I think this is a bit unfair though, because when the war started, the East was extremely we only drew up the sort of, okay, you'll take the East, I'll take the West thing after the war started. So I don't think I can take
but I
the
gave
full
you
blame.
I gave you that front because I knew it was a failure.
How
so
kind of you. Yeah.
So I could claim that you were the reason it failed.
You could say that I had a lot of potential to improve.
Yeah, you had a lot of potential to improve. No.
It's
a bit like
just calling me straight off.
Yeah. Do you expect me to think of my own? No.
No, I mean, given that basically you are me now, then no, ignorant.
I am ignorant. But I think it's September now, and before we fail so much that we can't do anything.
Eastern
something in Eastern
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. But I think, considering that we're going to fail this war soon, I think taking what we can and run seems like the best
Soviet
idea.
Africa is also doing terrible. Oh, there we go.
Border looks a bit nicer now, I would say. We fixed it a little bit.
I think it's very strange that we got that.
It is very strange.
Because we weren't doing too well.
No.
Oh, pop-ups in plenty. Demobilize.
Holy shit.
Ooh. There we go. We're just losing prestige from everything here.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anymore. We're number one. We're number one.
We're having some issues now with Jacobin rebels occupying all of Soviet Africa.
Yeah, actually, I did see that. That's pretty concerning.
Boo! Good job. But, I mean, we fixed the border a little bit. That is something we should take away from this conflict. We fixed the border a little bit.
Yes, border gore was the main issue in this world, and we came into it and solved it, kind of like the Burning
thinking
Legion in
looking back at that battle, we did have like 2 provinces there that wasn't covered by soldiers, so that you could just walk in, and that kind of screwed up everything.
Yeah, because
our soldiers kind of walked away because hunt rebels.
because they were scared. Yeah,
if we hadn't fixed that, then we would have defensive battles all around. It would be completely encircled. Now there was like a little gap that they could utilize, and then everything just kind of fell apart.
The thing is, when these sort of grand conflicts happen in Victoria 2, it's kind of like unmotivating because it's so difficult with all the pop-ups. Speaking of which, it's sort of this game wasn't really made for like grand scale conflicts, I don't think, or like these like sort of Soviet against.
No,
it's just there we go. Game
that's
over.
suddenly the game kind of ended. Yeah.
100 momentous years have passed and we have entered the modern age. The world is a radically different place. How did your country do? I mean, this game over screen, by the way, I just have to say, it reminds me of sort of the old shitty games of the 80s or something, when you'd complete...
When you were not born.
No, I wasn't born then, but like, I completed the games. Like, Castlevania and stuff had these shitty game over screens.
I see your point. Now you lost. You lost you, but you disconnected it.
Yeah.
But I was going to add one more thing to our defensive strategy there. It's more like our defensive strategy was a bit like the phalanx. Like shield up across the entire front, but if some of it would break loose, the whole thing would shatter.
Well,
and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but you could describe any defensive line like that, but okay.
Well, the phalanx is extremely reliant on not one weak link in it collapsing. Anyway, we can't see any other country, at least I can't, except for the Soviet Union.
No, me neither, but we
were number one in everything and number one in total. So I would say that a complete success in our first co-op playing at the same country.
Would you say, perhaps, that this playthrough has been the ultimate proof that communism is the best ideology?
Yes, I would say that.
Because clearly, if even idiots like us can do it...
I agree, Tom, with that analysis.
Yes.
By the way, we had 10 million when the last war started. Now we have 5 million.
Oh, Jesus.
So we lost a lot of money.
And I bet our prestige took a lot of hits because we were just
I think our prestige was pretty much the
Was
same.
that just our population? Surely just the male population, right?
Yeah, the male population. The
Okay.
male, like a fourth of our population is that.
Okay.
Like in every Paradox game, that's kind of what it represents. But yeah, this first playing as the same country co-op playthrough done. Got anything else that seems interesting? I don't know. Like we have no ideas. So shed your brilliance upon us, and we should
I thought
absorb
you tried
it.
to pronounce send, but failed. Okay, yeah, shed, yeah. Sure, Shedcape your ideas
Yes.
over us or something.
No, but we're kind of out of ideas at the moment. So by
No,
all
we're
means,
not.
help
We
us
have a
out.
ton of ideas.
Yeah, we have a ton of ideas,
don't
but
tell
by all
them.
means, if you have anything good, we're happy to listen. But I mean, I like this whole sort of playing as the same country thing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fun.
good. But what did you think, etc.?
What did you? Actually, I got up the
Points.
nation ranking now, so you can actually reach the ledger and see everything if you want to.
Ah,
I want to see one more thing, and that is how many brigades did everyone have? United States of America had 272, and at the end of the war we had 183. But we lost a lot of soldiers there. So
I kind of regret we never got to fight against America, but you can't
Yeah,
have it
and-
all.
we actually had the third highest population in the world. The
Interesting.
Workers' Commonwealth and Beijing, China was above us, and the United States was well, they were far away behind.
Like usual.
But anyway, this has been Soviet Union. It's over. It's done. It's victory.
Yes, and
Over everyone.
what do they say when they say, like, das vidanya? It's thank you, right?
Das Vidanya.
Das vidanya. So that's what we say.